Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Radiosilentplay.com. I am your moderator for today on Saturday, October 24th, 2015. Let me start off by saying I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence before trading any stock or options. Trading stocks and options require lots of risk. Okay, so today on Saturday, we're going to be going over the OTCs. As many of you know, the OTCs have been pretty much ramping on in the fall. Usually what we do is we have cycles in what the OTCs or the options are doing. Right now, a lot of liquidity is coming into the OTC markets, and that for us is very good. Now I'm going to speak a little bit of what our service brings. We're going to go over certain charts and certain setups that actually triggered, and I'll explain pretty much how we look and base our strategy. Okay, there's been a couple of talks about certain newsletters posting 52-week low stocks, and that's the only strategy. But that's not the case. Okay, there's a lot that goes into this strategy, because at the same time, even if you're gonna enter a stock at 52-week lows, you have to take into consideration what the chart has done within different time frames. Now, a stock may test a master support, but at the same time, it depends on whether that support holds and how we look and base upon that support level, where we look if that support is broken and how we enter a stock on a retrace level. Okay, so if you want to know more about this strategy and this pattern, you can simply just join our website, or you can follow us on Radio Silent Play on Facebook and also on Twitter. Okay, we usually post our level 2s and also our charts depending on what time frame it is, whether it's the weekly and the daily, and then I'll show you pretty much what I look for certain indicators to kind of look at where we're looking to trade these stocks. So I'm going to go over ticker symbol Gdsi. Okay, that's Global Digital Solutions. Okay, back in August and September, this stock was trading and posting a new low at 0.005. Okay, many traders probably would have added at or near that range, but if you notice here, you had a 50% retrace level at that 0.005 level. That was 25. Okay, during this time frame from September to October, you had a couple of traders trying to look or search for that bottom. That 25 level never held, so we looked at a 50 to 61.8% fib retracement on that. Okay, that gave us the opportunity to look for that Gdsi at 1215 levels. Well, on October 15th, we actually triggered at 15. Okay, that gave us an opportunity to enter at 0.0015 for a starter, and it actually tested at 0.0012 level. Okay, it did report news, and then after that, okay, which was, I'm gonna look at our Twitter feed. We actually triggered on October 14th. Okay, that was a starter, Gdsi, and I actually posted, okay, the level 2 here, which was 15 by 17. This actually filled on bid and actually pulled back as low as 0.0012, so it actually triggered our entry level. It then consolidated, okay, at this range, and we tested this 0.0012 level, which held. Okay, now what we're looking at, we saw a huge rally, and we hit a high of 0.009. Okay, whenever you're trading this, you have to take into consideration these pivots. The previous pivot low, okay, and master support became resistance, which was 0.005. Now, if you notice, we tested at 50. We couldn't hold above it on 2 consecutive closes. Now what we're looking at is what you call a bullish inside flag pattern. Okay, for those that don't understand what that is, just join our websites and we'll talk about what that means. So now what we're looking at is pretty much basically this 21 and 8-day moving average at 0.0023 to 0.0028, and that's your re-entry level. Okay, so because what happens is now those traders that added at 0.005, 0.009 are panicking, and what they're going to start doing is they're going to start unloading, and we're going to kind of start testing this retrace level. If you look at Elliott wave theories, okay, you have your wave 1. Okay, you have your wave 1 here. Okay, now what you're going to see is pretty much your wave 2 correction, and then your potential move to wave 3. Okay, so if you want to know these levels, just join us at radiosilentplay.com. Okay, it's not just about picking 52-week low setups here. Okay, that's not what this means. Usually what you want to see is you want to look at different time frames. You want to look at share structures and whether those levels hold. Okay, I talk about 2-day confirmations. Okay, this is something that we use as a proprietary trading technique that I give to my members. Okay, so this was pretty much a beautiful move from 12 to 15 buy zones. It hit a high of 0.009. We locked profits, and now we're looking for a retrace. Okay, next ticker symbol is ticker symbol URBF. This was a stock that a lot of traders were talking about, that 0.0019 to 0.002 levels with which they were holding. I told my members, okay, I told them watch that 50% retrace at 0.0023. Okay, if you come over here on my weekly watch list, okay, this is posted every Sunday. Okay, I post certain stocks, and then I talk about levels that we're looking at for these stocks to kind of pull back or retrace, and it's pretty much levels that I think that these stocks are going to do. And if you look here, when the ticker was at 18, I told my traders, watch that confirmation close below 23. And this was back on October 9th. Okay, so it's not about just picking 52-week lows, because if you notice here, this was the 52-week low here at 0.0018. I didn't tell my traders to trade this and buy this at 0.0018. I talked about the 50% retrace and fib retracement from 23, and that gave us an entry at 10 to 13 on a probability buy zone. This actually hit a low of 0008, okay, and it never stopped close below our stop close below 10 on 2 consecutive closes. So it gave us an opportunity to enter somewhere around here. Okay, the stock then rallied, hit a high of 0.0037, and now it's pulling back. Okay, now what we want to look at is we want to look at this bullish inside flag pattern, okay, and this new support here at that 17 level. So my buy zones here would be 0.0014 to 0.0017 with a stop close below 17 on 2 consecutive closes. If you notice here, we hit a low of 16, okay, and we closed at 19. So those traders that added at or near that 8-day moving average, okay, that was your fib retrace level from that low. Okay, why do we say that? Because if I grab the fib retrace levels from these lows to the close, that's right there at that support level. And that's what we teach our traders. Okay, this is not just a one-trick pony system that we just send out stocks that are at 52-week lows. Do we look at stocks that are 52-week low? Yes, because I'm a firm believer that you buy a stock when it's hated, when nobody else wants it. Okay, but there's a lot that goes into this. Okay, next one was ticker symbol Appg, APPG. If you notice, okay, this stock was pretty much at a pivot, okay, or a buy zone here at that 1013 level. Okay, we needed that pivot break of 11, and we got that. Okay, the stock then rallied, okay, hit a high of over here of 0.00335 from that 0.0078 level that it hit. If you notice here, okay, on the Appg, we sent this out on our OTC alerts, and we told our members that this triggered, okay, and to watch the levels. And this is sent out via mobile app if you have an iPhone, okay, or through Google Play. You can download our app. Okay, if you look over here, everything is dated. Okay, October 13th, this actually triggered an entry at 11. Okay, 11/12, October 13th, 2015, with our pivot break of 18. Okay, and this stock did do that this past week, and it actually hit a high of 0.0036 with a low of 0.008. Remember, you always want to scale into these trades. The stock now closed below this 21-day moving average. So now, okay, your probability re-entry, okay, your re-entry here is going to be that probability of 0.009 to 11. Okay, and then all you need to do is place your stop close, okay, below 0.009 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, so that's your setup here. Why? Because what you're seeing now is you're seeing this huge spike in channel, and now you got this stock kind of basing here, and it may test that 8-day moving average at 11. So just place your buys somewhere near that 0.0011 level, and keep an eye on the level 2. If you see a huge bid support at 10, then that gives you an entry at 11, and then watch that break of 16. Now, take into consideration buying at 0009 up to 16, that's a 70% move. So you have a path of least resistance from 11 all the way up to 16, and that's how you trade. Now, there's a lot of traders in social media that use the term flippers. This is not flipping, this is trading. Remember, if you want to invest, okay, we have a section here on long-term hedge investments. Okay, if you come over here, we have long-term investment hedging. Okay, for the most part, what we do is we trade. Okay, and that's swing trading, and that's trading and buying at certain master supports and using our patience and discipline. Okay, so what I want traders to understand, there's a big difference between trading an OTC and investing into something. If you're investing, yes, you're adding because it's giving you a dividend, or you're buying at a lower price and you know that you're buying at a company that's viable. If you're buying, let's say, an Nvidia, if you're buying, let's say, a BP, British Petroleum, that gives you a 6.4% dividend pay after holding a stock for a year. This is different, okay? And I want traders to understand that. You're going to get a lot of hypers, a lot of hype teams out there that are going to tell you, hey, place bids here, don't sell here, don't sell. That's not what we do here, okay? What we do is we follow charts, we follow support, resistance, we look for patterns, and that's how we based our trade. Okay, now next ticker symbol is ticker symbol TINO. Okay, this is something that I want traders to kind of look at as well. If you were talking about buying stocks that are 52-week lows, then that would have been somewhere around here. Okay, but we knew that this stock had broken this 52-week low level. Okay, and it retraced. Then you had a new 52-week low here at that 15. I said don't buy it because this stock was breaking down. We were looking at probability levels and 50% retrace from that 15 previous 52-week lows, and that triggered. That gave us an entry here at 0008, and that gave us an opportunity to add this with patience while the stock was hated. If you look at the stock, the stock hit a low of 0008, then rallied, and then we hit a high of 18. From 0008 to 18, you're talking about over 120, 140%. Now what we're looking for is a retrace down to this broken downward trend, because we actually broke it on 2 consecutive closes. So what we're looking at is that 10 to 12 level on a re-entry. Now, if a stock you add at 0008 and it hits a high of 18, you added $500, $1,000 worth. This is not flipping. This is trading, okay, with a viable profit and setting a profit margin, adding at a low, selling on the way up, and then adding on a retrace because now you know you broke key support, okay, or key resistance, I may say, and now that resistance becomes support. Now, what is your resistance here? I come over here, I look at my 21-day moving average. My 21-day moving average is at 11. My 8-day moving average is at 11. So now my stop close is below 11 on 2 consecutive closes. I can add 10s, 11s, and 12s, okay, on a kiss of that master support, and then I could trade that higher. From the path of least resistance is 10 to about 18. You got 80% move from that level, and that's how you trade. Now, if you break above 18 on 2 consecutive closes, now what you're looking for is to break this pivot here, okay, at 30. If you break that 18, now your path of least resistance is from 18 to 30, and then you got to move up to a potential move of 40 to 60, which I said that was my potential move here, okay? But you have to be a smart trader. You can't just allow, okay, a tweeter, okay, or somebody telling you, hey, continue to hold, continue to hold, continue to hold, and they're locking profits while you're not. Okay, this is a system. Okay, this is a system to trade smartly, to use patterns, and to know what your pivots are, what your resistance are, what are your support levels. That's how you trade. Okay, people that want to learn more about this system can just join us at Radiosilentplay gmail.com. Okay, the next ticker symbol is ticker symbol CHIT. If you look at the CHIT, this was a stock that was a beautiful entry here from that 16 to 21 level. We actually hit this high of 0.008, and now we had a bullish inside flag pattern. Didn't hold. It actually broke this 21 and 8-day moving average. We broke, and then we tested or retested that bottom. Okay, now what I'm looking at here is what you call a W pattern. Why? Because you saw a low here, okay, and it's forming what you see is a W. You posted a new low, okay? So this move, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, now you're looking to potentially retest that 33 level, and that's where your resistance is at. We actually re-triggered this again, okay? And then we knew that that 33 was resistance, so what are we going to do in this range? We're going to start locking profits. Now, if the stock closes above 33 on 2 consecutive closes, now you have your path to least resistance up to 48 and then 0.008. Those are your levels, and that's what I talk about as far as trading levels. Okay, this isn't just about picking 52-week low stocks, as many tweeters are posting. What's happening is, as Radiosilentplay educates traders, they're not easily fooled by just adding stocks and just holding them for just longer terms and then having other people get out of those trades. They don't like that. What they want to do is they want to build these group chats. They want to build these big networks, okay, so they could just send out a stock. That stock pops, and then they have you holding it while they're selling into that stock. That's not what we do. Yes, we do come out with weekly watch lists at the end of the week, and we look at all our setups. Okay, that doesn't mean that we're going to buy each one of them, but we're pretty much basing what we're looking at and why we're looking at them. Okay, do we actually trigger on all these? Sometimes we don't, sometimes we do. Okay, we're not telling every trader to kind of buy what we're setting up. We're just telling traders to be aware of what we're looking at. Okay, a ticker symbol or a lotto that we sent out. The stock was trading from 00045 when we sent it out. Okay, and it was a long-term hold. Okay, the stock ended up hitting a low of 0001. Okay, which after it breaks or closes below 0005, it becomes an automatic lotto. Some of our traders on Radiosilentplay held and bought the 0002s and 3s, and now the stock has broken this line of the sand at 0008, closed at the high of the day at 0009. Okay, so now what we're looking is for the second day confirmation above this 0008, and if it does, you go 50% from 8, that's 16, so you have a potential to move higher to about 16. Okay, ILST did post some news. Okay, so I want traders to trade smartly. Okay, ticker symbol VNTH. This was an ATM. Every time it hit this 12 level, it ended up popping and it hit a high of 26. Could not break this 0.0032 level. So now every time it pulls back to that 10, 11, it's a probability trade. If you notice here, it actually triggered again at 11, hit a high of 20, and then closed at 17 for a beautiful move. Okay, so I want traders to understand this is not just picking a 52-week low star, okay, a stock. Now, what you look at here, what we want to do is we want to close above 0.0032 because back in 2013, if you notice, when this stock was trading here at 0.0032, you had its biggest run up to 7 cents. Now what we're doing is we're trading below it, so what we're looking is for 2 consecutive closes above 32 to confirm that resistance as new support. Okay, that's how we trade these stocks. We don't follow the hype. We don't follow anybody that's telling us to hold, to place bids, to do anything. We don't manipulate these trades. What we look at viable levels, and then we trade those levels. Okay, if you look at ticker symbol PJET, again, this was a stock that lost its support. Where did we lose its support? If we were buying here at 48, yeah, you would have had a couple of bounces, but then what you noticed was that you ended up breaking down here. Okay, if I would have sent this out at 0.005, okay, we would have been down. You look at a 50% retrace from 0.005, then you get down to about 25.20. Okay, it broke down, broke this level again. Then I said, you know what? We're going to look at that probability trade. We triggered here at 12, and then we end up hitting a high here of 25. Now we're pulling back. Okay, so this is what we bring to the table with Radio Silent Play. It's not just trading stocks that are at 52-week lows. Okay, there's a big misconception going around because what they want to do is they want to get traders to go all into one room and then trade that one stock. Okay, and I understand that they're trading certain stocks. I'm never gonna bash anybody specifically because that's not what I do. Okay, traders that been trading with us since 2010, okay, 2012, it's already 2015, and we're still, moving along. A lot of these new newsletters come out, and what they want to do is they want to discredit others in order for you to start joining them. That's not what we do. We trade options, we trade small caps, we trade OTCs. We're not just a one-trick pony. Okay, the next ticker symbol is ticker symbol Cdzi. Okay, this was a tick. We used fib retrace levels. We actually saw this bullish reversal here. We talked about that $3 to $3.30 entry when I sent it out via SMS on the small caps, and then when you notice here, we hit a high of $4.24. Now what we're looking at is any pullback down to this $3.50 range. Why? Because that's our 8-day moving average. Okay, if you look here, you're setting up a little bit of a flag pattern as well. Okay, and you're consolidating here. Okay, so what you want to see is this thing hold. Okay, and you want to make sure that that 8-day moving average holds for that retest of that 473 level. What you may start seeing is around the bottom here and a potential cup and handle. Okay, you still have this pincher play in effect right here. Okay, so this is what I want traders to understand. If you want to know, okay, what stocks we're trading, just join us. You can join us free. Every Sunday night we have a weekly watch list. Okay, no, those aren't trades that we just post and then have our members buy. That's not what we do. We have setups here that give buy zones 15 to 20, next support 12, and we have the setups here given to our members. This isn't just buy something and then sell it on the way up very quickly. No, these things sometimes take time. If you notice, we held the Tino for quite some time. We held the Appg for quite some time. So this isn't just buy and then sell it the next day. That's not how this works. Okay, if you want to know or be part of our webinar, we have Sunday night webinars where we go over a certain amount of stocks and options, OTCs, and small caps, and we talk about why we're looking at them and how the setup is going to play out. Okay, if you want to follow us on Twitter, it's Radio Silent Play at Twitter, and then we also have our Facebook Radio Silent Play page where I post level 2s and also charts and what levels we're looking at for certain stocks. Okay. Another thing I want to tell for all you loyal fans and all you loyal followers, we appreciate your loyal support. You just got to remember, we always trade with integrity. We look at our setups and we always trade with strategy. Okay, we always trade with a plan. Traders that have discipline, traders that trade with patience, those are the ones that ultimately reap the rewards and benefits of the profits that come along. Okay, that's what this is all about. You have to understand that in trading, you are going to win, you are going to lose. It's similar to baseball. Take a look at the Mets, for instance. The Mets had a 50-50 record. They had a 500% record, up to they were 50-50. They were pretty much a ball club that lost 50 times, that won 50 times. And now they're in the World Series. Okay, so the whole thing is that you want to make sure that you're trading, okay, and understand the risk. You are going to lose sometimes. You are going to win sometimes. Our objective is to win more than what we lose, and when we lose, okay, we want to lose less than what we win. Okay, so anybody that has any questions, just send me an email at radiosilentplay@gmail.com. Or you could send me a message on GroupMe or also my Facebook. Take care, everyone.